Have you ever gone to bed tired, just wanting to rest? But your thoughts won't let you? The mind spins, the body feels tense, and sleep simply doesn't come. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? The good news is that the problem isn't just in your busy day or accumulated anxiety, it's deeper. They're in your subconscious. And that is precisely where the cure lies. Sleep shouldn't be a battle. It should be the most sacred moment of the day, when the body lets go and the mind finds peace. But how to do this when inside your head there is a whirlwind of worries, memories, and insecurities? The answer may lie in a practice that is as ancient as it is powerful: meditation. And not just any one, but one that combines relaxation, conscious breathing, and affirmations that reprogram your mind even while you sleep. Imagine using the very act of falling asleep as a key to your deepest interior. A peaceful journey towards well-being, where every breath invites lightness, and every thought dissolves into acceptance. This meditation goes beyond relaxing, it works silently on your subconscious, releasing tension, releasing blockages, and awakening a new presence within you. Yes, it is possible to sleep better and, at the same time, heal emotional wounds, clear limiting beliefs, and renew your energy. All this effortlessly in the silence of the night. With each practice, you move closer to a state of true tranquility, one that does not depend on external silence, but on internal peace. If you've tried everything, tea, music, even counting sheep, maybe it's time to try something different. Something that, in addition to making you sleep, teaches you to let go, trust, and transform. Are you ready to discover how this meditation works while you rest? Breathing is more than an automatic function, it is your greatest ally when it comes to relaxation and presence. At the beginning of meditation, everything starts with this simple gesture: breathing in and out with awareness. It looks basic, but it's powerful. When you pay attention to your breathing, your mind begins to calm down, and your body enters a state of natural acceptance. It's like opening the door to the subconscious with a key made of air. Little by little, with each breath, you move away from the noises of the day and closer to a space of peace within you. The mind stops chasing thoughts like a hamster in a wheel and starts just observing. This moment of presence is rare in modern routine, but here it is cultivated lightly. Letting go of control and just breathing is an act of surrender, and that, in itself, begins to heal. As the body relaxes, the subconscious begins to reveal itself. Not as something mystical, but as a space full of records that influence your way of living. Deep breathing works like an anchor. It holds you in the now and helps you gently descend through the inner layers of your mind. It is the first step towards achieving genuine well-being, one that is born from the inside out. A good practical tip is to use the square breathing technique. Inhale in 4 beats, hold for 4, exhale in 4, and hold again. Repeat for a few minutes. This simple exercise can be done before bed or when your mind feels agitated. Over time, your body will associate this pattern with tranquility, creating an automatic link with the state of rest. Ultimately, breathing well means allowing yourself to live better. It is the invitation to enter a space where relaxation happens effortlessly, and where healing begins without the need for words. And believe me, once you enter this frequency, the next step flows even more deeply. Now that your breath has brought you to a state of greater presence, it's time to take a bolder step. Look within with intention. Yes, the idea here is to bring to the surface what is stored away: traumas, blocks, insecurities. It may seem challenging, but it doesn't have to be heavy. It's like opening a window in a room that's been closed for years. The air may be dense at first, but soon comes the lightness of renewal. Michael Sealey, with his soft and lilting voice, invites the listener to recognize what needs to be released. It's almost like having a conversation with your deepest self, without judgment. What's stopping me from truly relaxing? What thoughts have I been entertaining without realizing it? These are simple questions, but they create space for transformation. Here, the secret is not to run away, it is to feel, accept, and allow it to let go. This practice is like doing an internal cleaning. Each time you bring a pain to consciousness with the intention of letting it go, the subconscious understands that it no longer needs to hold on to it. And believe me, he loves it when you give permission for relief. Emotional security comes from this loving attitude of welcoming, even the uncomfortable. It is in this surrender that true peace lives. You can even reinforce this process with small affirmations such as "I choose to let go of what no longer serves me," or "My body and mind know how to release lightly." Repeating these phrases while breathing deeply works as a direct command to the subconscious. Simple but effective. And the best? You don't need to feel, which is true in the beginning. The act of repeating already plants the seed. And as you practice this intentional release, you begin to notice a lightness that goes beyond the physical. Tensions disappear from the shoulders, the jaw relaxes, thoughts slow down. There is no rush. Every little release makes room for something new. And it is precisely in this renewed internal space that the next step will flourish. With a calmer mind and a more receptive subconscious, it's time to embark on a visual journey, the kind that we feel with our whole body. Imagine yourself walking through green fields, feeling the gentle wind touch your skin. Meditation proposes vivid images like these because the brain does not distinguish between the real and the imagined. In other words, visualizing well is almost truly living. And the most incredible thing, these landscapes act as symbols of healing. The vast fields, the swaying herbs, and the sound of a waterfall in the distance. All of this messes with your nervous system, generating real sensations of well-being. As your mind navigates through these scenarios, the body responds with more calm and security. This interaction between visualization and physiology is what transforms the practice into a profound experience of active meditation, even if the body is still. You can imagine the scent of herbs, the texture of grass beneath your bare feet, the gentle warmth of the sun on your skin. Each sensory detail reinforces presence and encourages the subconscious to open up to the new. This is where healing becomes fun, almost like playing daydream. Here, control gives way to imagination, and with that, lightness. The mind loosens up and everything starts to flow more easily. If you want to enhance this moment even more, you can light a soft incense, lower the lighting in the room, or use a lavender essence. These small external stimuli help the body keep up with the internal dive. And don't worry if the images aren't clear right away. Over time, your brain learns to see more clearly. Just remain present and open to the experience. These symbolic landscapes are not random. Each one has the role of preparing your internal system for a deeper transformation. As you walk through these imaginary worlds, your subconscious will gently purify itself. And so, like someone who wants nothing, you approach the moment when you will literally fly. The time has come to spread your wings literally. Meditation invites you to imagine yourself transforming into an eagle, powerful and serene, taking flight over mountains and valleys. It's not just a pretty metaphor, it's a real invitation to gain perspective. From above, everyday problems seem smaller and emotional blocks lose strength. This elevated vision brings an immediate sense of freedom. Flying like an eagle activates a sense of sovereignty over one's life. You begin to realize that you can choose where to land, where to look, what to take with you. The mind is relieved of the weight of details, and the heart begins to beat at a different pace, calmer, more confident. It is a symbolic way of remembering that you are not the chaos that you live in, but the consciousness that observes you from above. During this flight, the body remains at rest, but the spirit expands. The lightness of the air, the vastness of the sky. Everything helps your subconscious understand it's safe to let go. Many people report feeling physical relief at this moment, tension that disappears, breathing that deepens. This happens because the brain responds to the symbolic experience as if it were real. And, in a way, it is. If you want to enhance this flight on other occasions, you can use inspiring soundtracks, such as sounds of winds, birds, or even softer epic music. This reinforces the imagination and increases the feeling of elevation. Another idea is to write in a notebook, what would I leave behind if I could fly now? And let the answers flow without filters. This flight is not in a hurry. It serves to show that you can rise above your thoughts, your pain, and the expectations of others. And when that happens, something magical is prepared up ahead, a transformative dive that will purify you inside and out. After flying high, the time comes to bathe in the essence of change. Meditation takes you to a waterfall of sparkling colors, where each drop seems to carry light, peace, and renewal. It's more than visual, it's sensorial. You feel the water falling over your body, washing away dense thoughts, releasing old emotions and making space for well-being to settle in once and for all. It's as if each cell said, now I can breathe. This waterfall is not just any waterfall, it symbolizes a turning point. Water represents flow, lightness, and transformation. By imagining yourself under this multicolored bath, you allow yourself to release what was trapped: guilt, demands, painful memories. The subconscious interprets this experience as a real purification, and without effort begins to reorganize your emotions with more harmony. The energy of this visualization is almost therapeutic. Many people feel hot or goosebumps during this part of the meditation. This is a clear sign that the body is reacting to internal change. You can reinforce this feeling with a simple statement: everything that is no longer useful now drains away with the water. Repeating this with presence amplifies the symbolic action of the waterfall, and the more delivery, the greater the lightness. A good tip is to take a warm bath after meditation, as a way of bringing this symbol of cleansing to the physical body. You can even use a soap with a mild scent like chamomile or rosemary, and imagine that each rinse is a part of the old one going away. These simple rituals help the subconscious anchor changes and create a link between what is imagined and what is experienced. When you emerge from this internal waterfall, you feel cleansed inside but also more present. The body is looser, the mind is quieter, and the heart is more receptive. This state of deep tranquility is ideal for the next stage of the journey, diving into the sacred space of your own mind. With a lighter body and a peaceful mind, meditation now invites you to enter a deeper space, a serene, welcoming cave that represents your subconscious. Nothing dark or scary here. Everything vibrates with tranquility and security. The walls glow softly, intertwined roots run through the room, and a luminous sap pulses in certain points. It's like visiting the heart of your inner system. This cave shows, in a symbolic way, how its internal flows are. Some points shine brightly. These are areas of your life that flow lightly. Others seem blocked or blanked out, a sign of parts that need more attention and acceptance. And that's okay. There are no judgments here, just observation and awareness. This visualization allows you to intuitively understand where your well-being needs to flourish. Entering this sanctuary is like doing an energetic reading of yourself. Not with logic, but with sensitivity. You can even silently ask questions inside the cave. What does this dark area represent? What part of me is in need of affection and presence? Surprisingly, subtle responses often emerge: sensations, images, or even words. It is the subconscious speaking its language, symbolic, fluid, and deep. To strengthen this moment, a practical tip is to keep a diary next to your bed. As soon as you wake up from meditation or meditation-induced sleep, write down everything that came to you: images, sensations, words. Over time, this habit reveals valuable patterns and insights. You begin to realize that this inner cave holds more wisdom than you imagined. And the more you visit this space, the more it becomes familiar, safe, comforting. A true emotional home where rest is real and healing happens in silence. And it is precisely in this fertile land within the mind that new intentions can be planted. Within this silent sanctuary, the opportunity to plant something new is born. Meditation invites you to imagine that you have special seeds in your hands, and each one represents a powerful intention: self-love, lightness, courage, acceptance, peace. When you plant these seeds in the fertile soil of the subconscious, the scenario changes. Instantly, fantastic plants sprout, full of color, movement, and life. It's like watching your transformation in real time. This step is a living metaphor for mental reprogramming. The subconscious mind loves symbols, and by visualizing these seeds blooming, it understands this is important. This is where affirmations gain strength. Mentally saying phrases like "I deserve rest," "I am enough," or "lightness guides me" reinforces the process. They are like fertilizers that make these intentions grow with even more vitality. The beauty of this practice is that it requires no effort. You don't have to believe 100 in the affirmations from the beginning. Just repeat and imagine. The subconscious does the rest. And if you want to add a personal touch, try creating your own seeds: a word, an image, a symbolic gesture. The more aligned you are, the stronger the rooting of this new internal reality will be. A practical suggestion is to create a garden of intentions on paper. Draw or write everything you would like to cultivate within yourself. Then use this journal as a visual reminder by placing it next to your bed. By reviewing these intentions before bed, you reinforce contact with the subconscious, which, by the way, loves to work while you rest. And as this garden expands, the feeling of well-being deepens. New roots take shape, replacing old limiting patterns. And it is on this renewed soil that you will be ready for something even greater: the power to repair yourself and strengthen your inner structure. Now that the garden within blooms with your new intentions, you are ready to explore something even deeper and more transformative: the power of self-repair. Yes, within you there is a self-healing system which knows exactly how to restore emotional balance, release what has been repressed, and align your thoughts with your true well-being. Meditation invites you to become the mind's own gardener, one who cares for, regenerates, and strengthens its inner roots with awareness. Imagine yourself walking through the cave of the subconscious again, but now with a different perspective. Instead of just observing, you start to touch the roots, repair the dry branches, re-energize the blocked points, as if you were connecting invisible threads that reconnect you with your essence. Some of these roots may represent old memories, childhood traumas, or inherited beliefs that you no longer realize. By placing loving intention on them, something changes. There is no more resistance, there is acceptance and surrender. This process is an act of personal sovereignty. You stop being a hostage to your conditioning and assume the role of conscious creator of your internal experience. This does not mean erasing the past, but giving new meaning. A recurring negative thought, for example, can be replaced with a new perspective: I've always been anxious turns into my body is learning to relax. Repeating this frequently and lovingly causes the subconscious to reconfigure deep patterns. If you want to bring this into your everyday life, start with a simple routine of internal check-in. Ask yourself, every day when you wake up, which part of me is asking for care today? It may seem silly, but this question opens up space for unresolved emotions to gently surface. And by naming them, fear, fatigue, guilt, you begin to dissolve them. After all, what is seen with love tends to transform. This is presence. This is healing. And the most beautiful, this repair does not need to be complete all at once. Every small improvement is a giant leap forward. It's like retracing your internal paths with more light, more acceptance, more security. The subconscious, like a wise child, responds quickly when it is listened to kindly. And it is in this higher vibration that the body completely relaxes, prepares itself for deep rest, and continues, even in silence, integrating all these changes. After a profound journey of self-knowledge, healing, and transformation, the last stage of meditation takes us to a restorative state of sleep, but with a special touch. This will not be just any sleep, but a therapeutic sleep, where all the changes you have initiated in your mind and body can consolidate in a silent and subtle way. Here, physical rest is not just a break between activities, but an opportunity for your subconscious to continue the process of renewal gently while you rest. Imagine yourself lying down, feeling your body deeply relaxing, with every part of you slowly sinking into the surface of the mattress. As you settle, feel the weight of gravity embracing your muscles, your bones, allowing all tension to dissolve. There is no rush to sleep, just a feeling of security and surrender. Each breath you take becomes slower and deeper, as if you are giving yourself over entirely to rest. It is at this moment that the body begins to release any trace of tension, that the mind lets go, and you prepare for a deep rest. The transition to sleep is smooth and peaceful. With each exhale, you feel your mind becoming calmer and lighter. Thoughts that were once agitated now drift away, becoming light as clouds in the wind. There is no rush to organize, plan, or solve anything. There is only room for peace and acceptance of the present moment. Meanwhile, your subconscious, which is always active, begins to absorb all the intentions you sowed throughout the meditation. Healing happens during sleep, because it is in the silence of the night that changes begin to be integrated more deeply. During this sleep, your body and mind continue to work together, reprogramming old patterns and inviting new ways of being. Imagine that, while you sleep, the renewal process takes place at the cellular level. Your cells are like little receptors, absorbing the positive intentions you have planted in your conscious mind. Forgiveness, peace, lightness, acceptance, all of these continue to expand, taking shape within you as you rest. You allow yourself to rest, knowing that your body and mind are reorganizing for lasting well-being. This transition phase to sleep can also be accompanied by rituals that promote deep relaxation. Before going to bed, for example, it may be helpful to turn off bright lights, leaving a soft lamp or scented candle lit. Calming scents like lavender, chamomile, or sandalwood can help prepare your mind for this deep dive. Another useful practice is to use ambient sounds, such as the gentle rustle of waves or the sound of falling rain. These simple elements help to create an atmosphere that invites the body to relax even more, increasing the quality of sleep and promoting true regenerative rest. Throughout the night, the changes that began in meditation will consolidate without you having to do anything. Your subconscious, which is incredibly receptive while you sleep, begins to release old patterns, integrate new ones, and reorganize itself in a harmonious way. When you wake up, the feeling of renewal will be palpable. Even if you don't remember exactly everything that happened during meditation or what was worked on, your body and mind will have absorbed the necessary transformations. It may be that when you look in the mirror, you notice that a weight has been lifted, a tension has disappeared, or a new clarity has begun to emerge. And as the sun rises, you feel lighter, more centered, and with a sense of deep tranquility, knowing that your sleep was much more than just a break. It was a time of true healing. The process is not over, it continues to happen, each time you allow your mind and body to follow the natural flow of transformation. Your awakening will not just be physical, but an internal renewal that is reflected in how you feel and act throughout the day. It's as if, while you slept, your subconscious worked for you, gently reorganizing the energy within, allowing you to wake up with more peace, confidence, and a deep sense of well-being. The healing cycle continues, and you feel more at peace with your body, more in tune with your mind, more connected with your being. This is the power of conscious rest, the true integration between body and mind that is reflected in your journey of self-transformation. Now that you've been on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, the real magic begins to happen. You are no longer just observing your subconscious from afar, but have taken the reins of your own healing. With the daily practice of meditation, you will be allowing the mind and body to regenerate, emotional blockages to be dissolved, and new patterns of well-being to be established. Every breath, every intention planted, every moment of relaxation is a step towards a deep and restorative sleep, which goes far beyond simple physical rest. The key to the success of this process is continuity. Ask yourself, how can you maintain consistency in this healing and transformation practice? How can you integrate visualizations, breathing, and powerful affirmations into your daily life, creating an internal environment of tranquility and security, especially before bed? The path to true peace and balance is continuous, but with each small step, you get closer and closer to the lightness you desire. It is not about immediate results, but a gradual process of reprogramming that over time brings deep and lasting change. By integrating meditation for sleep and healing the subconscious, you not only improve the quality of your sleep, but also strengthen your connection with your inner self. This self-healing process goes far beyond physical rest. It involves an emotional and spiritual transformation. Each night's sleep will now become an opportunity for your subconscious to continue its healing work, integrating everything that was sown during the day. And when you wake up, you will feel the difference. The peace, confidence, and clarity that previously seemed distant will begin to be reflected more palpably in your daily life. Now more than ever, you are in control. The power to change, to heal, and to transform is in your hands. With dedication and practice, you will be able to align your mind, body, and spirit, promoting not only restful sleep, but also a life of greater well-being, acceptance, and happiness. If you are ready to take the next step on this journey of self-transformation, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Don't miss the opportunity to access more content that could be the key to unlocking your potential even further. Each video, each practice will be a new open door to the lightness and peace that you deserve. Remember, transformation begins when you decide you are ready to change. The journey is yours, and the next steps of healing and growth are within your reach. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can start living today. Are you ready for this transformation? Let's go on this journey together.